Welcome back to Let's Play Lost War Chronicles. Adzam! I remembered it now. That makes no sense, doesn't it?
ジオンの赤い彗星の部隊によってついに地球連邦軍総司令本部ジャブローの位置が特定されてしまいました。すでにキャリフォルニアベースからガウ攻撃空母を中心とした大規模な部隊が移動を開始した模様です。今回のミッションは予想される敵降下部隊から N ブロックの地下入り口を守り、降下した敵モビルスーツを殲滅することが目標となります。
Okay, I've closed the wiki page now, so now I can actually concentrate on what I'm actually doing on the screen. So, the new mobile suit that I unlocked was Zaku 2. What? Yeah, I actually had to sit there and scratch my head for a moment and wonder exactly how the heck I unlocked this thing for the Federation side. And why the heck I did. There really is no fucking point to it. It's just there for the very short-lived possible gimmick of not being shot at until you end up shooting at something. I don't know. It's one of those things that's supposed to confuse the enemy AI, but once you start, but it doesn't last very long because once you start shooting at them, they all go for you anyway. Anyway, this mission is basically the beginning of the campaign Zeon against Jaburo. And it's our job to defend whatever that blue dot on the radar is. Yeah, but excuse me. Anyway, that's one way to tell somewhat what your objective is on the screen. It involves protecting or rescuing something. Usually there will be a blue dot indicating what you have to make sure it doesn't get destroyed or touched or anything. And that's usually the direction which all your enemy forces will end up flocking towards. Anyway, since it's the attack against Jaburo, they're going to have a lot of GAUs airdropping little suits down here, so I want to take out the GAU before it reaches the intro doors, and I just got flashed by a Dom. Wow, that's one of those type of sentences that really makes no sense out of context. Or sounds wrong out of context. Either way. Come on! I want to land on top of this fucker so I can... I'm out of boost. But yeah, GM Sniper 2s. One of my favorite type of mobile suits, again, because it's a sniper, for one. Two, I just kind of really like the design of the GM-style helmet with one of those sniper scopes on top of it. 3, it has an interesting mishmash of shield design. It has the sort of ground combat mobile suit shield with half of a regular-sized large Federation shield over the top of it. It just seems kind of funny to me. Of course, I went in white Zingo colors, and ow. Yeah, that's an interesting little thing. You can take friendly fire in this game. It doesn't really do any damage, but it can knock you over and be rather annoying. Seeks over there. GAUs dropping stuff on it. Nice. Yop. Another annoying thing is hitting the GAU's wings doesn't make them fall out of the sky immediately. You have to hit the middle bit. Let me think. Another thing that slightly annoys me is the weapon selection in this game. You are limited to certain weapons per certain mobile suits. So, for some strange reason, you can only use like the beam sniper rifle if you're playing as a GM Sniper 2. You can't use any of the other weapons that were used during the course of that the Rise from the Ashes Dreamcast game, like the machine guns or the beam rifles or whatnot. You can only use the beam sniper rifle, which is good, but you know, one of the other things I really like about this game is it's like one of the highest performance GMs during this era. And it would be nice to just go in without, you know, having to be a sniper. But no, I get the long beam rifle, so sniping. But you know, I didn't need to do that, no. Another thing that I find particularly annoying about the GM Sniper 2 is that I can never get a hold of one that's in the white dingo colors. They always make those Japanese store exclusives that I can never acquire. It just... I don't know. Bugs the crap out of me, because I want the white dingo variant of the GM Sniper 2. It's the white dingo team that made me like the suit. Why can't I have their version of it? No, instead it has to be the one from the 0080 War in the Pocket movie. No, that's not a movie. It's an OVA. Very short one. Very depressing. I just do not like the all-blue color scheme of the original GM Sniper 2s. I like white and blue. I suppose if I got like the model kit version, I could, you know, just paint it white and blue. But that would mean I would still have to make a custom shield and weapons for it. Well, why should I have to do that when the white dingoes come with their own custom shield? Why does all the white dingo stuff have to be exclusive? They're one of my favorite teams! Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Should be concentrating on the game now. Which is pretty much over. Zaku goes kablooey. I don't know if we saw any amphibious mobile suits during this mission, but I'm sure we will in the next one because the battle for Jaburo is not over. Yet. Excuse me. Yeah, I am awesome. And because I brought the mobile suit in fairly good condition, Annie is saying, "Yay, you made my job a lot easier." Rachel, I hardly ever wonder what she says.
スラスター周りをちょっといじってみたんだ。旧式でも少しはマシになってるはずだよ。
I heard Thruster Mario something?
そういえば、こんなこと知ってる？モビルスーツを選ぶときに何かすると特別な色になるそうよ。
Basically, Rachel's hint as to change color of mobile suits.
あなたの昇進が決まりました。おめでとう。
No clue what that means, but she seems pleased, so I'll roll with it. Next mission, we have to go inside Jaburo and drive the enemy out. I'll have this mission.
ジオンのジャブロー降下作戦によって 地上に降下した敵モビルスーツの掃討はほぼ完了しましたが、一部の敵がジャブロー内部に侵入した模様です。今回のミッションは宇宙船ドックおよび本部施設へとつながる E22 走行ハッチを死守し、侵入したモビルスーツを殲滅するのが目的です。この戦闘をしのぎきれば地上での連邦軍の勝利は確実なものとなるはずです。頑張りましょう。
Yeah, as I said, just go inside Jaburo and keep them from getting into another doorway and protect that thing. Also, I believe the previous mission, the one up top side of Jaburo, was actually the one mission where I think... Yeah, I think that's the mission where Larry was killed in the manga. I won't divulge the exact reasons for it, or how it happened, because I can't remember once again, and I'm not going to bring up that wiki page again. I decided it's time to go around a whole team of ground-type Gundams with beam rifles. You know, just so I could have slightly, I guess, easier time with this. I don't know. It's not that just because they're... It's not that the beam weapons are all that bad. I mean, they are the most powerful weapons in this series. But to me, I just don't care for them because you're used... Just... I just like shell-bearing weapons and that type of thing. And what I'm glad about this game is that, you know, no single weapon type specifically has a significant weakness. Well, they all have their different weaknesses and strengths, but that's what I mean. And they can all be... Every weapon... I just like it that if you know what you're doing, every weapon can be used fairly effectively. Although there are times where you just don't care to know what you're doing and you just want to get things over with, so you go beam rifle, beam rifle, beam rifle on each team member. Get out of my way! I'm gonna snipe this fucker something good. Haha! One shot. Actually, that's the way it really should work. But you know game logic. Got to give the enemy some chance. Can't take them out with one beam rifle shot. I feel something like that comes across muy stupido in games like... Oh, what was it called? Battlefield Record 0081, where you actually have to level up weapons in order to do more damage. For God's sakes! Why would you have a system where you have to do leveling up in a mech fighter game with mobile suits? That, to me, just does not compute. I didn't like it in Crossfire. Why would I like it to this new extent that you've done again? Can't I just select a mobile suit, have its statistics laid out for me good and flat, without having to, you know, pick up parts or get experience to improve them? I'm playing an action game, not an RPG. I know there are these things called action RPGs, but it's still not the way I want to play a game with mobile suits. I don't know what I'm rambling about now. It's awfully dark in here. Yeah, for that matter, Jaburo kind of confuses me from a design standpoint. I know it's one of those you want to be safe underground type of things, but it just, I don't know. You build a tremendously huge, multi-city sized underground complex in the middle of, well, South America, not necessarily in the middle of South America, but South America nonetheless. A whole bunch of underground caverns and whatnot. Oh! A couple of nice touches added to this game is that, depending on what you end up destroying the enemy with, will sometimes, change what type of death animation they have. For instance, when I defeated an act guy with a beam saber, he fell in half as he fell to the ground. That's fun. And that's those two missions out of the way, and I feel like I really did contribute more. I feel like I really could have contributed more to this part, but, you know, instead it's just me rambling about not having certain things or having certain things that really shouldn't be there. I am one hell of a pit-nicker. Nitch picker. I pick nits!
結構やるじゃない。モビルスーツもパイロットも無傷が一番だね。
Another interesting thing is that there's a couple of recent... Oh, never mind. You'll probably have some vague idea of what I'm talking about by the time this video gets posted, but with that said, I'll see you next time on Let's Play Gundam Lost War Chronicles. Yeah.